Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a reading for all of my starseeds, okay? Starseeds, definitely. This is a very powerful time, major time of change, okay? Put it over here. So, there is so much definitely going on with, aligning us to step into our power at this time. Okay, it's a major time of accelerated ascensions. Okay, just so much is going on. I felt very guided to a couple oracles, definitely connecting with earth elements. Look, as I say that, the change card, change, and unconditional love blueprints. So you're definitely being aligned with your divine blueprint. I just seen 111 on the clock when I said that, because the time has come for us to align with what we're meant to not be holding back anymore. This is definitely the time to stand out, step into your power, using your gifts and abilities, going down these lives that you're meant to. Yeah, in the last reading I did, this card kept coming out. So you might feel guided to taking a look at the reading I did earlier today. Look at that, the confirmation, intergalactic mastery. See how beautiful that is? Seeing all those colors and the rainbows. To me, that's representing, all your chakras, right? Being aligned. Okay, you've really, oh my gosh, look at this. Higher perception. A lot of you guys could be going through third eye activation and awakening, but you're stepping into your passions. That's how you're going to help the collective at this time. You stepping into your passions, going after your gifts and abilities and your talents, it's going to allow you to do that. You're going to be vibrating so high and so brightly, you're going to attract so many others to do the same. Alchemy. You are very powerful at this time. You are an alchemist. You're very much able to create something extraordinary out of something rather ordinary, right? A lot of you possess this from within. I have the protection card here too, and they're showing me on the bottom diviner. We had this one in the last reading as well. All right, let's get another one and we'll go a little bit deeper into these cards. Here's resurrection too. I just seen that one with a couple cards sitting out on the bottom. You guys could be bringing something back. Thrive, variety, tolerance. And then initiation too is down here. Some of you have definitely been going through an initiation, a readiness of preparing you for what's to come, of making sure that you can step in. Yeah, look, we got the starseed of this deck. Very beautiful. Yamota, and we also got Yamaya. Very beautiful. See peacock flowers there. I see a wreath to me too, representing the Christmas time, right? And the holidays. We'll take a look into more of these. And the mermaid here, that's reminding me of Yamaya. Also Isis energy. We had this one earlier too. Light and dark. I was talking about the duality of that, the balancing of the energies. A lot of you are learning how to step into your power fully by manifesting the dance portal. Seeing that 1111 portal was very good for letting go of things to create. You're letting go of what you're not in alignment with to create. Look, you're coming in alignment with unconditional love. There it is again, blueprint. Some of the same cards are coming out. You're learning how to use nature with you to guide you. You're creating. This energy is definitely the time to create. You're transforming your life by creating new. You're letting go of certain situations and people. And you're being aligned with where you're meant to go. So I just did channeled messages in the last reading with these cards. I didn't get into the meanings. So you'll get a little bit more in here. Look, intergalactic mastery. And this book is on 111. These are all out of order too. I have to look each of them up. by the card to find what page it's on. There's no order within them. So it's very beautiful. So this card appears when you have completed the upper level of your journey and may not be giving yourself enough credit for it. This card amplified when it appears with the future love letter card. Here we see the Sirius star cluster with ABC. A small rainbow confirms that you have done the work. It is time to connect with your other galaxies and become the master of your chosen craft. So we could very much be connecting with star system Sirius here. When this card appears with you can believe that you will be supported by angels and guides, and always intergalactic mastery comes when you are getting confirmed as soon as you have a thought. Okay, now let's get your confirmation. You could work with hematite as a healing crystal. That's very beautiful. So let's see what other cards you have here. Okay. So let's look at higher perspective next. Yes, that's the name on the card. 107. This is when you learn that you do have angels and they are watching over you with their compassionate eyes. Higher perception comes to you when it's time to hold a pure intention for someone else. You are great at doing this for yourself, and you have incorporated this lesson of the previous card, unconditional love. You're being called to help someone else with their vision. When held in shared intentions can be multiplied by 3, which gives more momentum and magnetism. Remember though, not everyone will hold the intention for you, so be discerning when you're being called to share. And you can work with labradorite. And alchemy. So alchemy is related to choices. Okay, so let's see here, 78. In the alchemy card, we see the bong in a glass case on the wall. And another that is free with one hand. This person depicted has to make a decision. The bong brings the alchemy of the 4 elements together as shown by the table altar beside the person. Water, earth, spirit, air, and the fire all have to be present for alchemy to work properly and connect to the higher realms. When this card appears, you are being reminded that you always have a choice. Decisions come before actions, and bong represents weighing your alternatives. If this card has come to you, commute with the plant spirit, pairing to determine progress, plan the future, and find the ambition to make it happen as fast as you like. Wow. So definitely that is what's going on at this time for you guys. You have the protection card that follows. So let's see. 91. She is the goddess of weather, Oya. Especially of powerful storms, tornadoes, lightning, fires, and rain. Oya means wind warrior goddess. She represents the water buffalo and would carry the spirits of the dead to the underworld. Clairvoyance, intuition, and psychic abilities are the lessons of this card, and Oya urges you to listen to the winds of change, whether you're ready or not. Legend states that Oya can call upon death and hold it off wherever she pleases. Known as the Great Mother of the Witches, she comes to you when you feel you need to be protected. This might be when you're trying to protect or establish your business. The storm may pass and Oya will be here to gather the pieces and help you start anew if needed. Very powerful. Looks like we got a couple goddesses here within this reading, actually, because I told you this is remind me of Yamaya, Yamota. We're going to have to take a look at these and see. And then Oramilla, a great diviner. So let's see who this is. Oh, here's Yamaya. I told you I was feeling that energy. Or Yamaya. I would say it wrong. Yamaya. Yamaya. To me, this is powerful because I put them all here on the bottom. So I'm thinking these are all like gods, goddesses, very important energies, people. 95. Oron Milaz is often referred to as Ifa. and saw the beginning of creation. He embodies wisdom and understanding through all destinies. He sits in front of a bright blue sky with his legs stretched before him. He wears a yellow and green robe and sits as the great diviner with his shells beside him. He issues these rings to determine the outcome of any situation. It comes to you when it's time for you to be called to action. The path, he knows all the secrets about creation and a candle sits on the front of the card to symbolize this. He emerges powerfully, some say more powerful than other. Arashas, he brought to humanity as a guide. Great diviner. He knows all the secrets about creation, and a candle sits in front of the card to symbolize this. He has a divining chain and his palm knots around his seat to symbolize what he brought to humanity as a guide. There's a constellation I see within this card. It looks like. No? No, it's a chain. I'm getting that you're needing to, you're going to be led and guided by the divine, right? That's, the candle represents connecting with the divine, clearing out, working with light, clearing out negative energies around you. I'm getting that is what's going on here. I felt very guided to light my candles too at the beginning of the reading for you guys. All right, interesting. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, Yamaya is on 90, so Yamaya is the river Ashra of the Yoruba people in Nigeria. A queenly mermaid whose tail is covered by 7 layered skirt to symbolize the 7 seas. Corals, crystals, tiny bells, and pearls down her outfit and her hair, a small canvas wreath. The oracle's sacred number is number 7, and her sacred animal is the peacock. You guys could be seeing 7s or peacocks, or both, right? It could be letting you know that confirmation, or that she's working with you here. She's the mother of all living things, and she aims to bring comfort and cleansing to who encounter her. On her chest, it's a cannabis leaf because her help mortals with learning to love themselves and healing their emotional body. The peacock represents the feet of all birds, symbolizes the traditional depiction of the phoenix, the legendary bird of resurrection, and rises out of its own ashes. Yamaya's powers are amplified. When this card appears, it is time to take a walk by the river and remind yourself that you too can rebuild yourself when the time comes to rise. So you can rebuild yourself. These two goddesses are right next to each other. Yamaya and Oya. Okay. So it's like the water goddess and the air goddess, right? And the diviner here. What is Umota for Starseed? Umota appears floating in the ancient galactic city, her giant iridescent tail flowing multiplies tiny stars surrounding her. She moved into the space. She remained in the debris of the universe, protecting those who were here for thousands of years. Her tail is warped with flowers, vines, and her fin looks like a candle's plant leaf to propel her to higher frequency. The veil above her separates the ocean from land, contains a barricade of crystals that prevent certain frequencies from crossing. Yamoya represents the ancient star beings who are coded with the DNA to understand sound frequency and return memories to those who are ready to activate their cosmic memory. When this card appears, it is time to be an active co-creator. To me, this is very powerful because, like a lot of you have been saying, a lot of you star seeds, you have codes, light codes within you that are activated at this time that come through these energetic gateways and portals that are meant for the upliftment of humanity to help with this 5D Christ consciousness, this shift, accelerated ascensions and all of that. So it's very much confirmation. I held up the wrong card, didn't I? I was meant to hold up this card. Let's see, I was holding up the one next to it, which looks like another goddess, and it has a very big tail in another mermaid, and she's got a snake on her. Maya Wada? '93. All these are in the 90s. These are definitely all very powerful deities, goddesses. The doggone creation myth tells you the story of Maya Wada and dates back over 4,000 years. Floating in the ocean with large red and black snake around her shoulders, her tail bursts with emerald grains and her hair encompasses everything around her. She is a spiritual and material oracle. Okay, so she's an oracle. And it comes to you when you're going to gain something. If you call upon her for help, she loves to help women and will protect the sacred waters around her at all costs. That's beautiful because it's like 2 protection cards. Because you also got Oya over here with the weather. Wow, so you're definitely protected here. Her eyes hold a stern gaze that shines intensely. The water in the card is a major factor, as Maya Wada will use the water to prove a point or to teach a lesson if her messages are not received. Many people seek the help of Maya Wada by dancing themselves into a trance. This card could be a sign of fertility. Wow. So see, there's a lot of very beautiful energies. QA Quadramarva 44. Let's see here. Hold on. 44. So Quadamara appears upside down, hanging from a sturdy cannabis plant root. This suggests she is channeling through her feet rather than through her crown. Her hands are unseen and her face is serene and graceful. It's time to accept yourself for what you are, who you are in this life. This woman is tied up with an added very element that represents surrender and that she is accepting of this period of reflection. So Quadamara appears when you need to flip your perspective, stand on your head, invert, simply get upside down and then look at the present moment. You are noticing things you haven't seen before. You are independent, and sometimes that means following your own heart despite what others may think of you. Perhaps you are living according to the expectation mentors in your life instead of living life firsthand. This card can also appear when you are being too harsh on yourself. Surrender brings many rewards. If it appears for you, it's time to ask the following. Can I see this issue from another perspective? So they want you to see your situation from another perspective, right? Like I said, I don't think you guys realize, everything you've been through. You guys have been through a lot. You came a long way. 56. So I feel that's why you have so many beautiful beings here for you. Just a second. Nope, let me fix it. Come here. Flip it. Out. Step out. Go. This way. There you go. So, here we get a long-awaited glimpse at the dark side of the moon, which is a reflection of the collective memory. This is a card of dreams and illuminates the inner world of your fear, hopes, and feelings. The brain is very powerful and cannot decipher the difference between when you imagine an event and when you experience it. So the imagination is one of the powerful tools in your metaphysical toolbox, and you can use it as a means of healing or replaying old programming that keeps you stuck in lower frequencies. The subconscious resides between the temples. They call temples for a reason. So this is home to the seat of the soul. Asupa works during the night when your dreams and visions come alive fully in the light of the moon and the darkness. And it's time to turn your intention within and start to work on your dream escape. This is a card of the dreamer, the creative, the artist, the musician, the free spirit. It's time to listen to the symbolism coming forth in your dreams and journal. When Asupa appears in your spread, it's time to ask yourself, am I ignoring my shadow self? Am I having nightmares because this unresolved issue I keep replaying? Interesting. And then Thrive Variety. Let's see, 115. A line of ancestors on each side stretching into infinity. Reminds us of the thousands who lived before us in order for us to live. Faith for future generations. How do you pass on your legacy? Who will break free from the energies that want to remain trapped in the norm? Call on your ancestors through the great blue road of smoke and shake off the demons addicted in all forms. Wow. So the cannabis plant oracle debuts a blue road of smoke to the volcanic bag in a hand, and a message flows through the smoke from the ancestors. Sobriety reminds us of the thousand. Daniel stands with first looks like a devil and an angel on each shoulder. But as you look closer, you see a line of ancestors on each side stretching into infinity. That's what they were showing you. See, first look. Right? Can look like that. And then as you look closer, you see the ancestors stretching, right? Oh, it's not really focusing, but they're stretching back on each side. So I think you guys have had a lot of energies around you, a lot of toxicities, a lot of dark energies. The blue smoke to me is representing sage. When I burn my sage, sometimes the flame will look blue to me. Wow. All right. Well, I went through all the cards. Give you a reading from the metaphysical cannabis. It's very beautiful. See, there's lots of beautiful messages. This is definitely a very empowered time of change. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave this reading here. I feel like I need to replenish my energy. Sometimes I get really drained when I'm reading a lot from the book. But these decks are really beautiful, and I don't know all the readings yet to them. So, like I said, I channeled on the last one just by what I was filling up the cards, but I wanted to get into some of the meetings. So, I thought I would record this one. I was seeing this one too, union. This is definitely a time of coming into union. Definitely a time of transformation. So anyway, if you want to take a look at that reading, if you feel guided, a lot of the same cards are coming out. Okay, so that was called alignment with your destiny is here. Peace. Something about peace. Because you need to come to this place of calmness to be able to manifest where you're going, what you're doing in your future. But right as we started, a lot of you're very much changing your life. You're going through major transformation. A lot of you are coming into union. with new lives, new relationships. Some of you just might be coming into union with your twin. You might already be together, but not in union. It's all about alignment. Look, that's the magic alignment card that they were showing. All right, guys. Love and light to all of you. You can feel free to take a look at whatever you guys feel guided to. And even though I talk about certain cosmic alignments, right? Eclipses and portals, they're timeless readings. These, I mean, when I create these readings around these astrological events, is beautiful. It brings the energy in, but still, they can take time, right? So, oh look, that card in the beginning said that it benefited when it was with one of the love letter cards. Future love letter, I love you, they just showed me. So one of those cards is very powerful because we did have one, it did come out with the love letter card. So, and this one, a hood love community, I flipped to this one in the book. I flipped a page up when I was going through reading to you guys. I was like, why did I flip here? This isn't one of the cards, but apparently it was another one. And then here's that peace card. See, I was saying there needs to be peace. There needs to be a balance here. See? And the goddesses, here's the great diviner, is helping bring peace and balance. I'm getting in a family situation. I was talking a lot about that because we have two of those, the diviner and the goddess Yemaya, coming to help with the family, right? Restore peace and balance, right? And harmony. And then it's something to do with community. And then somebody, I told you, somebody could be getting a letter or something, but this one, back at the beginning of the reading, I talked about one of the cards is stronger if it came out with this card, and here it is. So I feel you're definitely being guided by the divine, ancestors, spirit, your star family. This, you're really being called to new destinations. It's all part of your soul's evolution and growth at this time. So, I don't know. I'm going to get into doing another Starseed reading. I'm going to use Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards and get into the Starseed and Rose Oracle. So, I'm going to have some other Starseed readings for you guys who feel guided. If you are guided to me or guided to me for a reason, know that. So, you guys should definitely subscribe to my channel if you have not. And if you have recently subscribed, thank you guys so much. I love all my new subscribers. You guys are helping my channel grow. And I do appreciate all the comments, likes, any love you guys want to show me. It's very beautiful. All right. Love you guys. Bye.